Hey, yo, you know who this is. This is OG Green Machine, man. I got another one for you, man. So this is one time, man. We're cruising out, you know. Me and my homeboy is just riding around. There's four of us in the car. We go by this restaurant and we see this big ass white boy, two big ass white boys and two Asian chicks, man. And a couple of niggas in the back hollered at these, cat called these chicks. And I'm in the passenger side, in the driver's side, passenger side. And these fools hollered back, talking some shit. And I ain't had nothing to do with it, but I told my homeboy, I said, hey man, stop the car. And he ain't know what it was about it. So he stopped the car and I jumped out and the niggas that cat called, they jumped out because they know they had done it. And this nigga had hollered at me, so I jumped out the car. I said, hey man, what'd you say? And before he could say anything, I chucked him right in his throat. Big 6'3" niggas. I mean, he's a white dude though. And then the other dude, I just have faith that these other two could handle homeboy. So we goes into it. And man, me and this white boy are going back and forth. He was chunking him pretty good. But he wasn't getting me, man. He wasn't getting me at all. But he was throwing though. And at one point I took him like across the freaking parking lot into the street in the stop sign, and there's a red Camaro that stopped there. Right when I was chunking, I was throwing rights right in his grill, and he fell over. And right when he fell over at the stoplight, a red Camaro came up, and he fell on the back, on the top, on the roof of that Camaro, on the. And I looked into the Camaro. I still punching him. So the driver of the Camaro stopped, and I'm still punching him. And I looked at the driver, and he gave me a thumbs up. He had a white girl in the car. I'm punching him, so I pulled him up off the car. He gave up. He tired out, and he ran back to the restaurant. So I run up to try to see what the homies was up to. Cops were coming at that time, and there was this a bunch of some like three Samoans in a van. This thing had happened for like 5 minutes. They start coming by. It's New Year's Eve. That's them niggas right here. And so these Samoans were in a white van, and they knew the cops were coming. The cops were coming, so we all jumped into that van. There was like, three of us. John, well, all right, I didn't say his name, but he ran back and got the car, and the three of us jumped into the van, and the Samoans were trying to get us out the area. Watch this though. So they pulls over the van, and they pulled us all up out that bitch. And Joaquin, well, damn, I done said another name, but these niggas ain't, they're not, it wasn't a gang situation. This was just homies out for the night. So they pulled us up out the van, and they asking us our names. First they looked at our knuckles. They looked at my knuckles, and I didn't have no scrapes or scratches. None of us did. And we told them, nah, we couldn't explain why we were in a van with the Samoans. That was the problem. So they asked me, hey man, what's your name? So I told them my name. And then my homie right damn next to me, the cops asked him his name. This nigga gave him the same name I just fucking gave him. You heard me? I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, we almost dodged going to jail with the Samoans. They pulled us over. We could dodge it again. And they asked me, what's your name, sir? So I gave him my legal name and told him. Okay. They go right next to me and my homeboy. What's your name, sir? This nigga gave the same name I just done gave. I don't even know what to say about that, man. So I'm out in the motherfucker.